I've been, sorry, I'm flustered at the moment. Um, my name is Alejandro Cáceres. I work at Grassroots Leadership. I'm the campaign manager of the I Side of Austin campaign. We've been set up here at the HEB for like the last 3 hours because we run a hotline where folks call and say wherever there's a raid happening, if they want like information on resources. So we've been stationed here for like the last few hours where we've seen unmarked vehicles driving around. There's been a lot of videos being shared from this area of immigration picking people up. I think that we went to visit a family who said that immigration went with the Austin Police Department to knock on our door, which for us is very concerning because the last time we checked, we thought that the APD didn't help in these targeted raids, but the woman said that someone dressed in blue that said Austin Police went and knocked on her door with 2 other immigration officers. So I think there's a massive urgency right happening in the community. We run a hotline and I don't think we've ever had more calls than I've had in the last several hours. Someone is actually walking around answering the phone calls right now. So I think that we want and need to make sure that we know that APD is actually not participating in this, because as far as I know, from the folks who've been talking to us, APD has been participating, and my job and my duty is to folks who are undocumented and folks who are immigrants to make sure that they know that their police department, as Austin has said, that it continues to be a city that cares about its immigrant community and it is a welcoming city, and if its immigrant community members are watching immigration officers go on their knock on their door and helping them get deported, then Austin is not a sanctuary city. Austin is not a welcoming city to immigrants. And I don't know if Stephanie, if we are going to have someone who family got picked up earlier this morning talk. I mean, do you want to talk?
Hi, my name is Teresa Velasquez. If you look at me, you don't think that I'm of a different ethnic. I'm Native American, my husband's Hispanic, my son-in-laws are Hispanic, my nieces and nephews are Hispanic, and I have immigration ICE sitting at my front yard that anybody that goes to my house gets arrested to be deported. I have 2 daughters, a daughter and a daughter-in-law, downtown because of their color of their skin. They put out warrants for whatever reason, lying, because they could not deport them. Immigration told me, well, we can do whatever we want to do. I have 4 grandchildren at my house that I did not send to school because they're brown colored, they have black hair, and they have brown eyes. I have my husband locked in my home and told him do not open the door for anybody because we have immigration at our front door sitting there deporting anybody that goes to my home. I don't care who's native, if they're native, they're African American, they're white, they're Hispanic. I'm not going to ask who your papers are. But now I have to call my friends and tell them, you cannot come over, your children cannot come and play with my grandchildren because you could go be deported. I have my family locked up. Only me and my daughter is out on the streets trying to get my daughter and my daughter-in-law out of jail for warrants that are done since 5:30 this morning. I've got video of where the immigration was arresting my son-in-law, and I asked him, why are you arresting? Oh, because we had to check his identity. He was going to work. People are saying on Facebook, oh, well, he was probably drunk because the news reported that there was a fight with ICE. There was no fight. I have the videotape to show there was no fight. The immigration ICE officer that was supposedly injured is on the video where he was not injured. The son-in-law they took from me, from my home, is the ones that has cuts and bruises on him. And they did not take him to the hospital. They took him to detention to be deported. I asked one person, you want to talk about illegals in this country? Let's go back to 1841 when the Pilgrims came, when the immigrants started coming to this country. And if you want to talk about immigrants, let's talk about them. Donald Trump's wife is an immigrant. She's not of this country. So if he wants to deport people, go from the top and work yourself down. I know families that I've called and told them do not leave their homes because of immigration. I told them they work hard. They're paying their taxes, they're buying homes, they're abiding by the laws. They came to this country to have a better life for their children and their family. This country is not giving that. It's becoming racist.